Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. What if getting rich has almost nothing to do with your job, your luck, or even your education? What if it's all about how you think? So let's just get right to it with a very direct question. I want you to be really honest with yourself for a second. Why aren't you as rich as you truly want to be? What do you think is really holding you back? Well, the answer might actually surprise you. It's not about your job, it's not bad luck, it's not even your education. The source material we're exploring today argues that the real reason lies in something much, much deeper, your inner money blueprint. Let's unpack that idea. You see, your financial results, the actual number in your bank account, that isn't the real problem. It's just a symptom. Think of it like a printout from a computer. The problem isn't the paper. It's the program that's running in the background. A great way to think about this is like a tree. The fruits are your results, your income, your wealth, all the stuff you can see. Now, if you don't like the fruits, you can't just stare at them and wish they were different, right? No, you've got to change the roots. And that's the core idea here. Your inner world literally creates your outer world. So what are these roots we're talking about? The source calls it your wealth blueprint. And this is the central concept. It's a total game changer. It's like you have this hidden financial thermostat inside you that was set to a specific temperature a long, long time ago. So this blueprint is basically your default setting for money. And get this, it was installed when you were a kid. If that inner thermostat of yours was set to, say, struggle or maybe just comfortable, then your subconscious mind will work 24/7 to keep you right there, no matter how hard you consciously try to get ahead. And here's exactly how that chain reaction works. It all starts with your childhood programming. That programming leads to your thoughts. Those thoughts then create your feelings. Your feelings are what drive your actions. And of course, it's your actions that produce your results. So you see, if you want different results, you can't just try to change your actions. You have to go all the way back to the beginning and change the programming itself. So where did this programming even come from? Well, it usually boils down to three main things. First, verbal programming. What did you hear about money growing up? Things like money doesn't grow on trees or rich people are greedy. Second, modeling. What did you see your parents do with money? Did they fight about it, save it, spend it freely? And third, specific incidents. What were your own big emotional experiences with money as a kid? All of that created your blueprint. Okay, but here is the great news. You are not stuck with your old programming. Not at all. You can consciously choose to upgrade your blueprint, and you do this by installing new ways of thinking. The source calls them wealth files that actually align with how truly wealthy people see the world. Let's look at the first and honestly, the most fundamental wealth file there is. People with a poor mindset tend to see themselves as victims of circumstance. Life just happens to them. Rich people, on the other hand, believe they're in the driver's seat. They believe, I create my life. They take 100% responsibility for everything. And you can spot this victim mentality a mile away. It shows up as blame. It's always someone else's fault, right? The economy, the government, their boss. It shows up as justifying, saying things like, well, money isn't that important anyway, to make themselves feel better. And of course, constant complaining. The source makes a really stark point here. There is no such thing as a rich victim. You have to choose one or the other. So how do you actually install a new belief? Well, the source material recommends this powerful technique called declarations. The idea is that when you state a new belief out loud, like this one, while also doing something physical, like touching your head, you're anchoring that idea in your body and your emotions, not just your logical brain. It makes the belief more real. All right, the next major mindset shift is all about how you approach the game of money itself. Ask yourself this: are you playing to win, or are you just playing not to lose? There's a huge difference. And here's that difference in a nutshell. Poor people are often playing the money game on defense. Their main goal is just survival, having enough to pay the bills. The middle class, well, they take it a step up and play for comfort. But rich people, they play to win. Their goal isn't just to be comfortable, it's to be truly wealthy and abundant. This quote from the source just nails it, doesn't it? The big takeaway is that your level of ambition sets the ceiling for your results. If you're only aiming for comfort, you're probably not going to accidentally stumble into a life of wealth. You have to aim higher. Okay, for our last sample wealth file, let's look at what financially successful people actually focus on. This is another one of those simple but crucial distinctions. For most people, when they think about their finances, they're almost exclusively focused on their working income, right? Their salary, their paycheck. The big question is always, how much do I earn? But rich people know that income is only one part of the whole picture. They focus on the true measure of wealth, the real financial scorecard, their net worth. See, your net worth is built on these 4 factors. Yes, income is one of them, but it also includes your savings, your investments, and, this one's often overlooked, simplification, which is just consciously lowering your cost of living so you have more money to save and invest. Rich people track and manage all 4 of these, not just the paycheck. Okay, so knowing all this is one thing, but it's pretty useless if you don't do something about it. So let's get into a real, concrete action plan, because rewriting that blueprint of yours, well, it starts with your very next decision. So what can you do starting today? The source suggests 4 really practical things. 1. Practice declarations to actively install those new beliefs. 2. Start to track your net worth, because what gets measured gets managed. 3. Actually manage your money. Give every single dollar you have a specific job. And 4, and this is a big one, act in spite of fear. Real growth only ever happens outside your comfort zone. And ultimately, all the mindset work in the world is useless without this final piece. As the source says, action is the bridge between the inner world and the outer world. It's the only thing that actually turns thoughts into real, tangible results. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Your old blueprint, it got you exactly where you are today. You can see the results all around you. The real question is, now that you know you can change it, what will your new blueprint create? The choice, as they say, is yours. Thanks for watching The Explainer.